This is a Dubai strawberry chocolate labubu. This right here is a rainbow grilled cheese sandwich.
We came to Bali with high expectations because we'd seen on social media everyone's having such a lovely time, like such gorgeous places to go for food. If you took a picture of the coffee shop and zoomed out, you would see what the reality was.
Blue Taki Korean corn dog. Here's everything I ate in 24 hours in Paris.
Here's everything I ate in 72 hours in Paris.
This is everything I ate at the Bastille Market in Paris.
Here's everything I ate in Paris for a full day as a food blogger.
You made it to Paris and it's not what you imagined.
Today, I'm gonna be doing a day out in London. On one side, I have these old-ass books. Bunch of travel guides from like the 80s, the 90s, and the early 2000s. And on this side, I have the TikTok logo, a PNG of the TikTok logo. Now, people have criticized this tour guide right here for a few reasons. People have said that TikTok has led to a lot of over-tourism in many locations, oversaturation of foods that try to fit in as many buzzwords as possible, unrealistic expectations of certain holiday destinations, and at times over-romanticizations. I'm saying a lot of words. Like all those videos of people going to like a 7-Eleven in Japan and being like, the 7-Eleven experience in Japan is absolutely magical. And then they buy like just a thing that's like white bread and just cream in the middle. A recent study of travel trends on TikTok found that 67% of users search directly on the platform for destinations and experiences. This includes this little Dumbo right here. I do this sometimes when I'm about to go to a place. I'm interested to see what it has to offer, and so I use Instagram or TikTok or mainly those ones in order to find stuff to do. I like a lot of travel influencers. This video is not about me shitting on these people, but more so about exploring this fascinating connection, this relationship that exists between viral content and the places that we end up visiting. Are the engagement and retention obsessed algorithms that YouTubers rely on for their livelihood affect not only the content that we watch, but the food that we eat, the places around us? Yes, I think so. Stunt food, or as I like to call it, buzzword food, has become pretty popular in the last few years. In the sort of worse version of that, you go to like every big city now, you'll see like an AI ad for some sort of like monstrosity, Dubai chocolate labubu. I can't stop thinking about the Dubai strawberry chocolate labubu. And also like higher end places participate in that stuff as well. As I'm gonna show you in a bit, I'm gonna eat a thing. It really feels like the way that it goes, a food becomes popular on social media because it looks kind of interesting. Let's say, for example, the crookie, or perhaps a video of someone doing like this, doing a this with a Dubai chocolate. And who can forget their son, the Dubai chocolate crookie? All these foods originally come from different cultures, different countries, but after they become popular on TikTok, they sort of enter a new culture. Little item that has been part of a viral thing ends up joining this sort of canon, this list of ingredients that if you maybe take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, maybe, just maybe, your business can get some sort of exposure. And so today we're here at British Patagonia, a place that is very, very well reviewed and whatnot. But they, for example, only started selling ice cream croissants post-crookie. Obviously, croissants existed before the crookie, but now you see a lot more places doing a bit of a crazy thing with a croissant. I do think it looks a bit impractical, but I'm gonna see for myself. I'm gonna go and eat it. And I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna go eat it now. Follow me to try London's famous ice crone. Here I am, filming the sign. It says ice crone. Here I am, filming it for another angle for some reason. Also says ice crone. I walked in, the place was so cute, so warm. I got very nervous about filming. I felt dumb.
Yeah, can I get the ice crone? Oh yeah? Yeah.
This is a very time-sensitive recording now, as the ice crone is dripping all over me. This is the comparison that that I have. There's the ice cream over here. I got the pistachio one. And then in the book here, I was looking for a viral food. It says, Wagamama has been trendy and packed right from its opening. Wagamama is a famous Asian food restaurant chain that exists across Europe, and its popularity shows no signs of falling off. So then I was looking for specific foods that they've recommended here. The mains include a splendid chili beef ramen. A couple of interesting sides are gyoza and yakisoba. If all of this sounds confusing, that's because it is. To enjoy Wagamama, you'll have to go with the flow. So I'm gonna eat this ice crone, and then I'm gonna eat a gyoza, and I'll see which viral food is better. So yeah, this is not going well. What I was worried about when I saw the pictures is the ice cream to croissant ratio. I think I was right. I mean, look, it's mainly ice cream. And then, what, I'm gonna eat like a soggy croissant at the end? How do I approach the croissant bit? I just wanna bite into it. But then will my teeth hurt because it's cold? This costs the equivalent of like $12 US. Listen, the ice cream is great. I just saw two people walking by and they were like holding a laugh. They looked at me and they were like, all right, I'm heading towards the ice crone section to see if this has a combo. I know that I like ice cream. Let's see if the combo works. No, listen. Okay, it's a decent croissant. I was right. This is like I'm taking a bite and then my teeth are cold and the thing is soggy. But these are all good components. And everything that they have at British Patagonia, I filmed a little video. All the other stuff looks amazing. To me, that doesn't work as much. But let's keep going. There is the element where I'm having a little bit of ice cream, taking a little bit of a bite, you know? Now I'm tackling the main crux of whatever this is called. This will be the biggest test to whether this works as a combo or whether it mainly exists because of TikTok. It's a bit too cold on my teeth, but I do like it. It's not too soggy. I was a fool. Now, I'm gonna eat this, what is this called? A gyoza. I'm gonna try and not get too confused by this. Now, you may think, that's an odd comparison. Pretty much all the restaurants from all the books in this area have shut down. So that's the only one that exists. So that's why. Their gyoza is not great. I'm gonna give the Wagamama gyoza a 5 out of 10. The ice cront, as dumb as the name is,
it's an ice crone.
It's the ice crone. I think the start of it is great. I think the end is great, because those are the main bits that you get ice cream or a croissant. But then the middle, not a huge fan of that. But I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. It was very tasty. The deliciousness of this ice crone has got me thinking, what if I start my own viral business where I sell a matcha ice cream croissant, but with it has a little man at the top that gives you 3 riddles. That'll be my successful business. And luckily the sponsor of today's video, Odoo, can help me with that. Odoo is an all-in-one business management software with lots of different tools for running a small business. Ever since I launched my viral food business of an ice cream thing that has a little man on the top that gives you 3 riddles, I found that it can be pretty overwhelming managing sales, inventory, a website, and so much more. But with the help of Odoo, it can be so much easier. If you're running a small business online, like a service that sells pictures of me holding the ice cream with the little man that gives the 3 riddles, Odoo has apps that let you easily track your inventory, sales, and CRM, where you can create quotes and track leads. All the apps are really intuitive to what you need to run your business of selling pictures of all of that stuff. The most important thing in life is that as your business grows, Odoo can grow with you. If you use my link right here, Odoo gives you your first app for free for life, including unlimited hosting and support, or click on the link in the description to start building your e-commerce platform today. Thank you, Odoo, for sponsoring this video. Chasing the high of stunt food virality, I decided to visit a place I love that has been fundamentally changed by TikTok. There have been so many videos from this market. Oh, Seamus! Hey! No, I didn't know.
Everything we ate at Borough Market.
Let's go to the famous London Borough Market.
People travel all over the world to get these chocolate-covered strawberries from Borough Street Market.
I was first introduced to Borough Market like 7 years ago by an ex of mine. Every time we went there, she'd take me to a different stand, and my god, almost all of them are incredible. The food bloggers are not lying. And it was always pretty popular, but my god, you could really feel the TikTok effect when you walk around here. I'm gonna show you.
It's busy. Do you think I can ask people if I can try their food?
No. What do you mean? See? It's pretty crazy. If we're fully trying to look at TikTok as my tour guide here, it does just keep sending me to the same places.
People travel all over the world to get these chocolate-covered strawberries from Borough Street Market in London. This vendor uses milk chocolate to cover the freshest strawberries you'll ever try.
So Maya's just revealed to me that this place here is like the viral chocolate strawberry. I had no idea. It's been on my doorstep this whole time. Look at these, look at these. They're just all, everyone's got these chocolate strawberries. This is where they're from. I had no idea. I think he'll give me a bite. Someone else. Is it good? No, he doesn't like it.
There's a lot of videos of people being disappointed in those.
And guys, they were actually just your average supermarket strawberries.
There's every food stand that has a lot of cheese, just cheese-related food. Oh, and who can forget the humble crumble?
I queued an hour to get the viral humble crumble to see if it's really worth it.
So we're currently in the queue to get apple crumble. Can you show the queue? Can you show around? It's pretty long. So I'm having two sweet things back to back. Really testing my family's history of diabetes over here. Now, the book also recommended this market. Hilariously, the Borough Market section is the smallest one in this entire thing. London's premier fine food market sells organic meat and produce, top quality handmade cheeses, breads, candy, chocolates, coffees and teas, and soaps. So we're gonna have some of that in comparison as well. Watch out from the bee.
Yeah, I see.
Oh no.
I can't believe she pronounced my name right.
Now the book only mentioned produce. They did have foods over there, but they mainly had produce, and it recommended the breads. So we got Seamus. What sort of bread is this?
The Oliver's Bakery. I think olive oil bread.
Oliver's Olive Oil Bakery bread. So if you thought the last comparison was pretty rough, Seamus is now going to compare bread to apple crumble. Back when I first started going here, I'd say that Camden Market was the more popular one. This place clearly took the throne via the power of TikTok. A lot of people have complained about the over-tourism problem in Borough Market. Here we have a review saying, "Stay away from this tourist trap. I lived in England 15 years. Borough Market was a great place for delicious food, local produce, and an authentic ambiance. Came back this summer to find it's become an overcrowded and overpriced tourist trap. The market was so full of people that we simply gave up before truly entering." So how did they know that it's overpriced? It is. Those strawberry chocolates cost like, how much? £8.50, that's like $11, $10, something like that. One of the food vendors for the Black Pig said that in the last 2 years, they grew from 8 employees to 30 employees. And in May, local councillors said that they would be addressing the safety issues that come with so many people being around and walking about and all that. I mean, clearly, a lot of the stuff that gets recommended here is great. What do you think about the apple crumble?
I've been wanting this apple crumble for a long time. I've actually heard about this place. I didn't think it was any better than my mum's apple crumble or any other apple crumble that's ever been made for me. The bread, on the other hand, I actually thought was pretty good. You can make a good apple crumble at home. I thought it was pretty decent. Apple crumble, I'll finish it. I've been actually dreaming of going to this place for a while. My girlfriend wouldn't let me, so and I've been actually wanting to go. It's actually not lived up to the hype in my head at all. Yeah, I finished it. It was good.
Out of 10?
Probably a 7 or an 8, 7.5.
Okay, that's a good score. What about the bread?
Well, the bread was really good. How much was the bread? Do you know?
£3.
That's not bad. Like, you can
£3, yeah, for good bread.
Get ripped off for a loaf of bread on like a supermarket for more than that. So that bread, I'd endorse that. I'd give that the Seamus stamp of approval. 7 or 8, 8 out of 10. Let's be different.
Okay.
Let's give an 8 out of 10 for the bread.
I'd say that one of my takes about this place, you see the lines there, and the lines are mainly for the places that have some sort of visual edge over the other stands. But in reality, I went and got a meal from Jolly, a Malaysian place. They have this Malaysian curry. I haven't eaten it yet today, but I've had it a lot of times. It's one of my favorite meals ever. There probably are videos that have been made about Jolly's curry, but since Instagram and TikTok or visual-based platforms, those videos probably didn't do as well as like a strawberry with all the chocolate dripping out of it, and an apple crumble with all the cream dripping out of it, and a mac and cheese with a bunch of cheese dripping out of it. I'm noticing a pattern. Drip-based food does better. This delicious curry is amazing, but it just doesn't do as well online. Oh my god. Unless you package it in a certain way.
I've been planning a trip to Japan recently. The Instagram algorithm has caught on to that, and now it won't leave me alone. It keeps telling me about all these hidden gems.
Let me show you a hidden gem in Kyoto that most people overlook.
You see these sort of videos for pretty much every destination, and I think the reason for that is because tourists don't really want to be tourists. There's like a bad connotation with the word. It gives the vibe of not clued in or like dumb. I don't want to be a dumb tourist. Show me all the cool stuff. You're coming to New York City, baby. You don't want to do any of that dumb tourist crap. Go to Tony's Bodega on 551st Street. Ask for the meatball sandwich with five meatballs and 1 packet of mayonnaise on one of the meatballs. Hey, come on! I was supposed to do a New York accent for that bit, but then I forgot to do it. So I said, hey, come on at the end. When in reality, if it's your first time coming to New York, you should probably go to Times Square. If it's your first time going to Paris, you should go see the Eiffel Tower. Looks cool at night. I do get it. It's cool to feel like you're in the know. With how social media works, they're exposed to so many different forms of realities that like, you kind of want to feel like your one is the unique one. Like the only person that knows about this spot is you and the influencer who's also your best friend. It's also just a natural progression of tourism content and content in general. The bigger channels can make their videos about the strawberry chocolate or, you know, the stuff that everybody knows. But if you're more so on the up and coming category, you do need to find a way to kind of, you know, go around that. Find a topic or a thing that is interesting but less talked about. This has led to this really fascinating game where someone goes and unearths a hidden gem, only quickly for that gem to become not so hidden. And then other people need to find a new hidden gem. So if you take Borough Market, for example, part of the reason so many of these stands are viral is because one of them went viral and then another one. And then you're like, well, let's find other cool recommendations from the same place. It's interesting, just a bit on the sidelines. And that's not really a bad thing. Often that sort of situation leads to places that are really cool, but people haven't heard of them to get more love. Because people are like, why isn't this getting love? And then it gets that love. One hidden gem location that got unearthed was this beautiful convenience store. Well, the convenience store just looks like a convenience store, but it's next to the beautiful Mount Fuji. What the People were like, oh, that's a cool photo op. Convenience store next to Mount Fuji? That's like from an anime or something. The convenience store has become too popular. People started blocking roads, ignoring traffic signs, climbing on rooftops just to get a picture of this convenience store on top of Mount Fuji, in front of Mount Fuji, not on top of. Now, just to kind of give a perspective of how much this hidden gem thing is influenced by like algorithms and all that. It took Maya the researcher about 90 pages before she found something that even had like the resemblance of a hidden gem. Albany Courtyard. These desirable and discreet bachelor apartments, half hidden through an entrance off Piccadilly, were built in 1803. Notable residents have included the poet Lord Byron, 2 prime minister, and an actor Terence Stamp. Married men had to be there. Married men were admitted in 1878 but could not bring their wives to live with them until 1919. So that's that. Pretty boring. This is the place where a bunch of rich people live. And rain pouring down on me. I stood here for ages just for this reveal. You haven't heard of this house?
Since the last spot was so boring I wanted to die, I thought, let's have more of that. Influencer season in Notting Hill. Bunch of influencers filming each other. Who's filming who? Let's check out a bunch of houses recommended not by a book, but by video.
I've never seen Notting Hill, so this place pretty much means nothing to me. But it is very cute. I mean, can you show very cute stuff? Is this where the Notting Hill is? The area of Notting Hill has gone through a deep process of romanticization. Now, I wouldn't say that's just because of TikTok. The main reason for that is the Notting Hill movie. But TikTok has a power in how it romanticizes things.
Here's how to spend a perfect day in London's Notting Hill.
If you want a picture in front of the famous colourful houses in Notting Hill.
One of my favorite things I've ever done in London is go to Notting Hill. And I stay a bit longer.
The popularity of this place has frustrated some residents, even with some of them campaigning to paint their houses black. I don't know if that's a new paint job. Do you think that's new? One resident said, "It happened during lockdown. This street has always had colors, but we have never had a problem. We must have come out on some sort of influencer list somewhere. Everybody, like a sheep, followed," which I guess includes me. I guess they must be so angry now, looking at me standing around with my goddamn lav mic. It's supposed to be clipped onto my shirt, but I'm holding it. They're like, that's an influencer, that's not a journalist. So yeah, so far TikTok is winning by quite a bit. So to make it interesting, I decided to go to a place that I know that I like. In the guidebook, it's presented almost like a hidden gem location, the National Portrait Gallery, too often ignored in favor of the National Gallery next door.
Wow. Nice. That's good. That's... oh, so big. Harry Styles. Harry Styles. Oh. Nice. Huh. As I was standing and looking at all of these images, I couldn't help but think... so boring. What am I doing here? This is so like, I'm enjoying it. It's a good gallery, but for you? You're looking at a guy enjoying a gallery. That's boring. I've been recently watching a lot of videos about retention and YouTube.
You know that audience retention graph? It isn't just a pretty line, it's telling you exactly how to improve your video.
See this right here? That means that people quit watching your video as soon as they clicked play.
You're tired of your retention graphs looking like a hockey stick.
Instagram museums. The existential void of the pop-up experience. One evening this summer, I left work around 6, ducked into a storefront in Midtown Manhattan and stood at the back of a line, waiting to become myself. I was at the threshold of the Rose Mansion, a pop-up experience that is themed around pink wine, but promises much more. I had been beckoned there by an Instagram ad featuring a woman with heart-shaped glasses on her face and a plastic cup in her hand. Be fiercely and uniquely yourself at Rose Mansion.
I didn't go to the Rose Mansion, but it wasn't tough to find a very similar experience in London. In the 2010s, Instagram museums have become a pretty popular thing. This one is the Twist Museum, has a bunch of illusions and whatnot. With Instagram becoming really huge in the 2010s, a bunch of these different illusion museums started popping up and people started posting pictures of them and they're like, am I really here or am I in an illusion? My experience with places like that is, I'll be frank, I've like taken an edible then gone into one, but this time I'm going in stone cold. Let's see if I can capture some viral moments. When I walked into the Vibe Museum, I could immediately tell that the vibes were crazy. You look like Finally, I got to explore a place engaging enough to play well with my fragmented mind, which is, oh, so fragmented. Amanda Hess's article from earlier explores these sort of experience museums, talking about how New York has had experiences centered on tea, dreams, eggs. Part of me feels like I should be more snobbish about these sort of quote-unquote museums. Talk about how vapid of an experience it is, just a gimmick surrounding itself around one word: illusions, ice cream, pizza, rosé.
but I had a great time at the Vibe Museum. I think part of the reason for that is that while this video is trying to explore the relationship between authenticity and travel content, this video is unable to be authentic in and of itself. I'm trying to see how a day looks like using TikTok as a guidebook, but really, that's not what a normal travel day looks like. This museum was stop number 6 in this shooting day. We had to start early, and then I spent the whole day standing in the rain and trying to say what I wrote in my script in public. It was fun, but I was very, very, very tired by now. A normal museum often requires you to think, but a vibe museum just allows you to vibe. If you're going to London, my recommendation is you should obviously go to the Portrait Gallery. It's free as opposed to the £24.50 of the Twist Museum. It's enriching. You could probably spend hours there as opposed to like 40 minutes. But for the very specific not normal day that I had, for the state that I was at, this was better, I guess?
Like I said at the start, I do really love travel content. Not necessarily the ones where it's like a 2-second video of someone standing in a nice place in Italy. Although if something like that gives you a level of escapism, all power to you. But the stuff that I really enjoy watching is videos that serve as a sort of window. Something to peek into and get a glimpse of a story I haven't heard about before, a person that's really interesting.
Do you feel like Indian food is taken for granted?
Yes, Indian food has traveled a long way already. It's more than 100 years of history in this country. This guy, more than 20 years. You can call him Raj. So this is the traditional pancake in South India. Most of the dishes come from my mother's menu. She used to cook for me as a kid.
Robert's videos are edited in this super low-key way. There's no flashy editing. It settles you down into a position where you can really focus on the food, the people who make it, and the story behind it.
When I was inside, I told the owner how I found out about his place from Robert's videos. He told me how a lot of people have been coming in because of it. It seemed to make him pretty happy.